Hey folks, welcome to my stay-at-home workout. Thanks for tuning in. Today is day 5 of 6, so that means it's usually accessory day, so I like to pay attention to maybe some things that didn't get focused on throughout the week. So today's going to be kind of a mix of various exercises. I want to focus a little bit on upper body pull because I feel that got a bit shortchanged this week, and what with sitting at home and sitting around getting pulled forward, watching TV, being on the computer, I feel a little extra pull can only be a good thing, so we can bring those shoulder blades back and open up the chest a little bit. So I'll be focusing on that a little bit today, as well as some other accessory work. Going to get some hip abduction and adduction in there, a little bit of work for the hamstrings and a little bit for the shoulders as well. But before I do any of that, I'll show you what equipment I'm working with today. So a few things here. I got a resistance band, about a ½ inch in width there. I got another resistance band. It's like a lower body band. It's a little bit thicker. Hopefully you have something similar. And then for my weight, I just have a 10-pound ball, which I might not even use today. We'll see. Okay, so I always start with a little bit of core bracing, and today is no different. Got a couple for you today. One is going to be a side plank variation, but this side plank is going to be with a knee drive for a little bit of adduction. So a little bit of extra bang for your buck here. So for the side plank, we're just going to get set up as normal. It's going to be from the elbow. This upper arm is going to be straight up and down, so the shoulder is going to be stacked directly over top of the elbow for a nice healthy shoulder position there. So normally I would have both legs out like so, and I would bridge up at the hips, but you're going to notice I'm just supporting myself with the top leg here. If this is sort of your first time side planking, you can actually just do both feet on the ground. You can do like a strided position with the top leg forward. It's going to be a little bit easier. If you've got a little bit of experience with this, you can bridge up at the hips like so. Now you see my knee is bent, but my thighs are parallel. From here, I'm going to drive that knee forward for reps. So a little bit of adduction there as that knee comes forward and a little bit in, so you can feel those hip muscles working. So that was just a demo. I'm going to do 10 of those, then I'm going to flip over and do 10 on the other side as well. You want to be a nice straight line from the bottom of that supporting foot all the way up through the top of your head. All right, you want to be squeezing this elbow into the side. Keep this area nice and tight here, okay? Want to think ribs down, core tight, of course. So let's bridge up at the hips, nice straight line, and from here, we're driving that knee for reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So once again, straight line with the upper arm here. Going to be pulling that elbow in towards your torso to tighten up the oblique and also the lat. Going to be up on that top leg like so, nice straight line through the top of the head. You can point the toes up on that supporting foot. I find it helps to keep a little bit of added tightness down there. Core is tight, ribs are down, driving that knee forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A lot of pieces there, some moving parts, so don't worry if it feels a little bit complicated at first and you don't quite get it right away. We'll have another shot at that, but first we are going to hit dead bugs, but this dead bug is going to be a little bit of a variation on the normal. Going to add the 90-degree march. What I mean by that is, I'm going to start like this, shoulder blades are back and down, lower back ribs stuck to the ground, core is tight, of course. Our legs are bent at 90 degree. From here, we're moving the opposite arm and opposite leg together. So that means as this arm goes back, this leg comes down, but I'm going to keep that 90-degree bend, and I'm just going to tap that heel to the ground like so, just like that. So I'm keeping the core tight the entire time. The trick is when the legs go down that the lower back doesn't arch. So you see how I'm kind of picking up my lumbar spine right now? I don't want to do that. I want to glue those lower back ribs to the ground and keep them there. What's going to help there is taking a big bracing breath, 360 degrees around that spine, right before I start getting this area super tight. Okay? We're going to do 10 per side. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. 9. And 10. Just in case you thought dead bugs were too easy. Always ways we can modify that and make it even harder actually. Okay, so we're going to bridge up at the hips once again with this side plank with the knee drive for the adduction. Remember, point those toes, nice straight line right up through the bottom of the heel basically, right up through the top of your head, okay? So bridging up like so, we're going to get set here, thighs are parallel to start, ribs are down, squeezing in with this elbow, and we're going to do 10 knee drives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides here. Exact same thing on this other side. Take a moment to get set. 10 knee drives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. All right, let's hit those dead bugs with the 90-degree march again. Big bracing breath, shoulders back. We want to get those legs bent at a 90 there, and we're doing that march, heel to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Core should be tight the entire time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, a little bit of water if you need it. I do. So, format's going to be basically the same as always. Going to have 4 exercises. Going to treat them all as a superset or a circuit. Going to be 10 reps apiece, and we're going to do the whole thing 3 times. So basically, 3 sets of 10 for each exercise. So the 4 exercises today, I got a couple of upper body pull variations because I want to get a little bit of extra work on that today. So we're going to do some standing upright rows. We're going to do some archer rows. Then a little bit of lower body work, so a little bit of hip abduction. We're going to do some lateral banded walks, sort of like the monster walk, if you've seen that one before. And then we're just going to do some lying hamstring curls. That's going to be it. It's going to be a fairly gentle, simple day. Okay, so standing upright rows. This one I'm going to use a band for, okay? From here, I'm just going to step into that band. So if you have a thicker band or maybe a thinner band, you might just want to get your setup a little bit different. Basically, I want to be standing like this, my knees nice and soft, my shoulders are back, my core super tight, and I kind of got my hands close together here, right at hip level basically. I have a tiny, tiny bit of tension on that band to start. That's pretty much where you want to be. If your band's already super tight, you got to loosen that up a little bit or get a band with a little bit less tension on it. You can also do this with dumbbells or a small bar, something like that. It's actually easier that way. But if all you have is a band, what you're going to do from here is just that upright row. So you feel that in the shoulders and in the traps for sure. You notice my shoulders are staying down and back. I'm not shrugging. See, I'm not shrugging. That's not what I'm doing. I'm bringing the elbows up nice and high, but those shoulders are maintaining their position. Those shoulders are kind of just in a packed position, those shoulder blades, okay? From here, those elbows are just coming up. That's the idea. All right, so we're going to do 10 of these. We're not going to lean back. We're not going to let that spine arch. We're going to keep the spine neutral, tall through the top of the head, core tight, ribs down, elbows high, shoulders down, okay? 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can imagine what that would be like with dumbbells or the bar. You'd probably see it in the gym with a bar before doing that kind of thing. Same deal. All right, now the archer row, this is a fun one. I'm actually going to use a smaller band for that. I'm going to use this lower body resistance band for this one, which is actually going to be fairly tense. If you have like just a band with like that width of that band, but like a smaller one, that's going to work perfectly. So basically with the archer row, it is what it sounds like. It's like we're drawing a bow, okay? So I'm going to get in a half kneel on this one. I'm just going to turn side on for you here. And I'm going to keep this arm straight forward and locked out. There are a few different ways you can do this. You can do this sort of like pointing up to the sky. What you don't want to do though really is tuck the elbow down like this, because then it's almost going to just turn into a regular row, where what we're doing here is we're trying to target those scapular muscles behind the shoulder blades there, and we're actually going to bring those shoulder blades together and back for some retraction. All right, keeping this arm nice and stiff. I got this elbow kind of pointed out. Basically, it's going to be at the same level as the shoulder, a little bit lower. From here, I'm keeping that core tight, and I'm just rowing straight back as if I'm drawing a bow. I'm probably not going to be able to get super far back with that band. I can't, because this band is nice and tight, and that's fine. It's not about a huge range of motion on this one. So you're going to do 10 per side, okay? 1, 2, 3, keeping those shoulders down away from the ears, of course. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. I'm actually gonna turn this way. Maybe this will give you a little bit of angle so you can see what's this gonna look like from the back, okay? So I just switched my knees there, and I switched my arms, of course. I switched the whole orientation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the archer row. Nice and simple. And next up, I'm actually going to switch up this band, use it for what it was intended to be used for, which is the lower body. I'm going to get this just a little bit above the ankles here, halfway down the shins maybe, something like that. We're going to do lateral banded walks. So I'm going to sit down in this one. I'm going to keep my shoulders at the same level throughout and my head at the same level. I'm taking big steps, big lateral steps to the side, really pushing that band out with these hip muscles here. So these are the abductors. So this is all about abduction. I'm going to go back and forth for a total of 10 steps in each direction, okay? So I don't have much of a runway here, so the count's going to be kind of weird. Hopefully you have a little bit more room and you can just do 5, 5, 5, and 5. That'll make it nice and simple, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 6 more steps in each direction. That's right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice my feet are pointing forward the whole time. 1, 2, 3. It's literally just side to side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. All right. So you're probably feeling that one right here. We're trying to isolate these guys. We're trying to stay in that same level, basically that same plane, and we're just moving like that with those feet pointing forward the whole time. You'll get that in time. Always takes at least one round of this stuff before it kind of sinks in. All right, so lying hamstring curls. This is the 4th exercise of 4. We're going to get a little bit of hamstring work in there, obviously, with this one. You're going to lie in your front, so that's going to be helpful for sure. I'm going to make a little cushion for my head with my hands. I'm just going to lay my forehead right there. I'm going to grab that ball. If you got a dumbbell, it's going to be way easier. You're just going to basically squeeze the handle of the dumbbell between your ankles. The ball's definitely trickier here. I'm going to just get it nice and tight there. I'm going to point those toes up towards the top of the foot, okay? I'm going to keep my stomach glued to the ground. I'm going to keep my hips glued to the ground. So I don't want my hips to come up off the ground at any point in this movement. I really want to push down, okay? From here, I'm going to be curling that ball up and squeezing the glutes to the top, keeping those hips down the whole time. I'm going to be doing 10 of those curls, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, those are the 4. We're going to hit that for 2 more sets. Little breather here. Get some water if you need it. These next 2 sets are going to be a little bit quicker as I explain things a little bit less now that we've done it once. And I try to get that cardio in there as well with this stuff. Okay, so we'll go in about 10 seconds here. I'm going to start with those upright rows. That's just going to be for 10. Then we hit archer rows 10 per side. And then we hit our lateral banded walks. Basically 10 big steps in each direction total. However you're splitting that up. Mine obviously it's a little bit weird with this runway. And then we're going to do 10 of those lying hamstring curls. Okay, so let's hit those upright rows. Going to keep those knees nice and soft. Going to keep the core tight. Your stance doesn't have to be wide. I'm just widening out the stance to widen out the band for a little added tension for me. That's all. Okay, you adjust however you need to get tension with whatever band you're using. Okay, so I'm going to keep those elbows high, shoulders down, core tight, ribs down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The added advantage of doing this with a band over dumbbells, I find it's a lot nicer to the wrists. So just a thing to consider. Okay, let's do those archer rows. Hey, there was a knock at my door. Okay, here we go, archer rows. Just like this, I'm gonna keep that elbow at that same level, arm locked out here, core's tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching that whole orientation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, lateral banded walk. We're going to sit down in it. We want to keep this at the same level, feet pointing forward. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. Just like that. You're going to hit those hamstring curls. Make sure you got that weight snugly between the ankles there. Keeping those hips down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little breather here, and we'll do one more quick set, and that's it for today. All right, 10 upright rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Archer rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your whole orientation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last time on the lateral band walks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. And last but not least, as soon as I get this band off my legs, we got the lying hamstring curls. Remember pointing those toes up towards the top of the foot and keeping the hips down. Take your time getting set up. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it for today, folks. Just a quick one. Tomorrow is going to be all about core, so it's definitely going to be quite a bit more challenging than today, so that's why we're taking it a little bit easy. And I hope to see you then. If you're watching this on Instagram, thanks for tuning in. And if you're checking it out on YouTube later, please subscribe for more. All right, time to foam roll, cool down, stretch it out, all that stuff. Take care.